This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Magandang umaga, magandang tanghali, at magandang gabi to all our viewers and listeners out there. I'm your host for tonight. I'm Sister May Zaragoza. Well, not reporting, but doing the show live here in the local congregation of Sugarland. I'm hanging up right now with the reporting. But joining me tonight are people from my locale. You're finally going to meet them. Let's see. Coco, introduce yourself for tonight.
My name is Brother Rylan F. Bravo, also named Coco, and it's nice to meet everyone in here.
Hi, my name is Lydia, and also from Sugarland here. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Hi, I'm Vanessa, also here from Sugarland. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sister Kim.
Easy, Kim. So, of course, joining us for tonight is also Brother Justin Talioga, and he's from the other side of the world. No, I'm just joking. He is behind the scenes for tonight, but you will see him later reading your comments, suggestions, and concerns about the show. And, of course, closing us off for later. So, it is July 18. It is July 18, right? Around 9:10 p.m. And our topic for tonight. Well, I really am jumping into the topic for tonight. But before that, we do have our question of the night. So, what has getting rejected in life ever taught you? So, I think, why is the question of the night about rejection? Because our topic for tonight is turned down and tuned in, accepting rejection. So, we've all been rejected in some sort of way in this life. Some may be in love, finding a job, or even just creating friendships as we're growing up. But the real question is, how did we face and plow through these rejections? How did we learn to accept and learn from these heartbreaks that life has put in our way? So that's why that's our question for tonight. What has getting rejected in life ever taught you? So go ahead and sound down in the live chat section. I can't speak. Section below. So, y'all, what has getting rejected ever taught your life? You got questions? You got answers? Well, nobody's talking right now. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, rejection is always scary, but obviously, when something doesn't go our way, that's like our time for us to just think about what went wrong or what we can improve on, no matter, if it's about work or school. It's just a time of reflection and think of ways that we can improve ourselves. Maybe.
I agree. I think it's also teaches you resiliency, right? They always say, like, when you get knocked down or turned down, tune in. You get back up again, right? I think it stretches you to make sure that you're looking for what that next step is, despite that rejection or that disappointment, that you keep going forward and see what that next step might be. So resiliency for me.
And going off of that is, I think rejection is also a way for us to grow as a person and maybe find another avenue in which we can take and maybe, help us see what other path we can take in our life. Because maybe this certain path that we're rejecting from, maybe it's not for us. Maybe it's this different thing that we're supposed to pursue. And maybe that can help us grow in life more. That's what I think.
Okay, so for credit reasons, their answers cannot be your answer in the comment section down below. We need to see your real answer. What has getting rejected in life ever taught you? Because we want to hear your words of encouragement as well, And then, of course, this is a topic behind the scenes that we've been talking for like 15 minutes. Because apparently, here's the question. When was the last time you got rejected? And their answers were, what were your answers? Never.
So does my 4-year-old rejecting my vegetable on her plate every once in a while kind of count? No, I say that to say because rejection happens in every, very slight inconvenience or even in the big things, whether that's life things, career things, love things that you mentioned. So from a professional standpoint, in just our experience, we were just talking about this. I feel like um, that you could be in a work project or you don't get the right, your dream job. And I think it really is, like Coco said, Brother Rylan, I'm just gonna, name drop you for all your identities that are here today. Thank you. That you are able to pivot from that and see what the next steps are. Yeah. So rejection can come in any form.
Yeah, because when we say rejection, a lot of people say, "Oh, love," but it's not always love. You get rejected in the tiniest of things. Your card getting rejected is one thing. You got rejected right now because your card doesn't have enough balance. Or else, like even in friendship circles, you try your hardest to fit in and only to end up getting rejected. Like every step you take in life, there's always rejection. It's not just love, it's friendship, work, even just going to school, the car rejects you because it's full. So those kind of things, even the tiniest of things. So I guess we did have an answer. We were talking about it for a hot minute and we're like, okay, we've never got rejected. I'm like, must be nice.
Give it time. There's
Give it
always,
time.
there's always, yeah.
There's always time. Okay, right now I'm just being redirected every day. Okay, so how did you process the rejections that you have faced in life? Maybe in college, elementary, high school, or even before you guys got married. Like, was there ever like a part in your life like, oh, I just got rejected? How did you process? How did you face it? This is oh.
I think for me, when it came to choosing a major in college, I just wanted, I guess, like a major that was going to get me a lot of money and, get me, I guess, like in a higher position faster. But my calling, I guess, came to where something about close friend of mine said to me before was like, you're very good at talking, why don't you make that as a like your career? And so talking and to people, getting to know their stories, it kind of like it clicked because that made sense. So I guess the redirection there kind of helped me grow from what I thought I wanted to be to something that I was meant to do. Yeah.
I love that. That was so motivational. But also, rejection is painful. It's disappointing.
It is.
So I'm going to teach you a trick that I will take out of my, toolbox and share with you guys. And I kind of
Take a
hold it
pen,
here.
Take a book.
Take a pen,
write it
book.
down.
It's a very quick step. No, but really, sitting in your feelings about anything in rejection is tough, right? And we're allowed to feel that. I would say one thing I do is actually I put a timer, whether that's 24 hours or a weekend, and I give that time to say, you know what, I'm going to watch a movie and cry about it. I'm going to go work out and get this aggression out, this disappointment. And I give myself that timer so that I can change that energy and put it to something more productive when that timer is up. So I think also redirecting your energy, putting something quantifiable so you're not sitting on it and thinking of every little thing that could have gone wrong all the time. And then you move forward. Yeah.
I agree with that. I think that part of as well of rejection is very important because sometimes whenever we get rejected in something, we might feel like like we may reflect it in some way and we might not process it immediately. And I think that form of like processing it and getting to be acquainted with your own feelings is a very important step of it because it allows you to like feel what you actually feel rather than denying it. And I think that's also one of the ways in which I am able to like cope with rejection is by, like Atsi said, like crying or taking out in some sort of like show.
A good playlist. Yes,
Yeah.
put it on.
Yeah, I agree.
Like listen to some rain.
Yeah. Feel what you're trying to, or feel what you really feel. Yeah.
Going through the emotions, not just
Exactly.
brushing it off. I think it's the best step in facing any kind of disappointment and rejection in life.
And also surrounding yourself with good people
Oh,
who uplift you and support you, like with any decision that you make, we can't think that we're always right about everything. So having people who keep you in check definitely helps with understanding and processing the rejection and the redirection that follows that. Yeah.
Yeah, I find journaling or writing out that helps. I mean, that's how I deal with those like projections also, because I'm not really good with verbally, you know, and with the emotions or whatever. But writing out, I feel helps me with that.
Mine is just singing my hearts out inside in the shower. So I'm just literally a basic person right now. Like, okay, so we do have a lot of comments coming in according to our behind the scenes person. Hi, brother Justin.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm hearing a lot of inspirational answers. I feel like I need to take everything um, that everyone is saying on this program. I need to put it on a T-shirt because I'm like, wow, this is so amazing. I'm learning so much. So
I'm telling you, grab a pen and a notebook.
Yeah, make that shirt for you, Justin.
We will.
Totally will.
all right. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Size large. But let's go ahead and see what our viewers and listeners are saying in this program. Looks like we have our very own Roger Lester Palabasan, who's sending his greetings all the way from Houston, Texas, to Sister May, Brother Ryland, Sister Lydia, Sister Vanessa, and Sister Kim. We love you guys from Sugarland. We also have username Raymond Radnick, who says, "Good evening to all watchers. Greetings from Roseville, Northeast California. Shout out to Coco." And
Oh.
and we also have username Liz McDonald, who says, "I don't let rejection put judgment on myself. Instead, I treat it as an opportunity to grow, to show them who I really am." And she's tuning in from the Lake Jackson Group
Yes,
Worship Service.
yes.
And we have again Roger Lester Paula Boston, who says, "Oftentimes no is not final. It may mean it's not the right time. God knows the right time, the right place when you are ready." And we have also one of our very own resident ministers, our brother Armand David, who says, "Celebrate the journey, scars and all. If we learn something from our rejection, then it was not a waste. Be sure to give thanks and be grateful for the wounds from which we will heal." And he's tuning in from the Humble local congregation. And we also have Sister May Bravo, who says, "Rejection is my motivation." Love the rhyming. And we have username Edwin Gingham, who says, "Rejection may indicate you need to do better or you are doing better than the others." And we also have Christine Caritativo, who says, "Rejection taught me to see the bigger picture, to see what's more out there, make me even stronger and have faith in God as He has reserved something better for me." And she's tuning all the way from Humble. And lastly, we have Ronaldo Pedrosa, who says, "Rejection and approval are both given to man's life to give color and meaning. Both should equally be accepted and not feared." Wow, I'm really loving to see the engagement from all of our viewers and listeners. Wow, this is amazing. Sister Mayfan, so what else do we have next happening?
I love how every response is positive. It's like people always just sit and think about the rejection. They don't think about the other things that could happen after it. Like they don't see the bigger picture, like what Ate Christine said, right? If I'm not mistaken. But one of the response. So sometimes it's the bigger picture that matters, not just the rock that you're stepping on right now. So since we're getting all those motivational quotes, we are gonna go to the brighter picture. So when did you realize that you had accepted the rejection? Because this is like the bright side, the rainbow, if we must say. This is where the sun comes out. When did you guys realize that I'm okay? I'm actually okay. It was just a little like setback. Oh, they're ready. We love a ready person.
I'd say for me, the moment that I realized that I've already been through the rejection process is when I'm able to like freely talk about it with other people and not feeling weighed down about it. And
We love a brave guy.
thank you, thank you. But like being able to express it and acknowledge it fully as something that's been a part of you and something that happened to you is, I'd say, one of the steps for you to realize that, oh, you are taking the right direction and accepting this rejection. Yeah.
I like to think it's about power and energy. When you don't let that power any of your decisions anymore, in the sense of, looking back, but you want to look forward, and then that you're not wasting time, energy on all these little details, right? You're able to push that forward. So I agree with that. I think it's also a sense of peace, and that's really where I feel like in a lot of things you kind of go with the peace that really helps you accept things.
I guess for me, it's just actually being brave and taking the first step. and then just truly seeing how, you know, things start making sense, and it's like, okay, I see it, I believe it, this is happening. Yeah. It's just not thinking that, okay, whatever happens happens. It's just knowing and trusting that whatever, you know, is your path is going to bring you to either happiness, success, whatever it may be that you're looking for in life. So yeah, just being brave.
It's like you stop questioning what has happened and what will happen.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like you've accepted it has happened. Now let's go to the next page. Basically, it's time to put the end. So
Let's
guess
tune
that's-
in.
Let's tune in.
Let's
Yeah.
tune in.
If you need the part 2, comment down below. Comment down more sugar
That's
land.
also called overcommitting.
If you want more topics like this. No, just joking. But yes, that's like where you see the sunlight. It's like you can finally breathe. You're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like, what did I do wrong? Is there something missing? You're not asking the wrong questions, basically. I mean, there's no wrong questions, but you're not asking a lot of questions.
And you're not dwelling on it.
That's true.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
dwelling on it. You're not crying about it all night. I mean, it's okay to cry about it, but then you can't
Be
just
be
stay there.
Coco. Be good
Oh.
and brave and
Cry.
cry about it.
Cry. Feel it. See, this. I feel like this is where most people tend to overlook. They don't process it.
Yeah. yeah.
They just say, "Okay, rejected. Next." Like, you're not even gonna think about it. What happened? Because
Yeah.
I feel like the most important part, I don't know if you guys agree, is just thinking about it really.
Right.
It's not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like brushing it off. It's like looking back, what did I do wrong?
Because
Or
if,
like,
if you don't put the time, it'll take spaces in other things.
yes,
Yeah.
that's what a lot of people don't see. It's like you brush, I mean, you put one pebble down and then you're going to keep building it. Now you're going to see, oh, it's a wall now. It's not just a pebble fort. It's a wall.
Let it go. Too heavy.
Yeah.
Let it
yeah.
go.
No, like breathe, cry, feel it, and then breathe again. You're like, new page, fresh ink, fresh notebook, right?
That's
Journal.
perfect for you. You love
Journal.
journaling. Turn that page, girl.
Process, and by the end of the year, you probably have a library.
Yeah.
But at least when you're bored, you can be like, what happened last January? And look for the
Yeah,
date,
yeah.
read, and I'm doing this again right now. It's a pattern. Now you're
Right.
learning what you're doing wrong.
You just have more skills to deal with it the next time.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
else. I guess. Oh, that's another important part. Now we're talking about learning about it,
Yeah.
not just moving forward, but learning every step of the way. That's why sometimes it takes time. And people are like, I don't have time. Yes, you do. You have time. But do you have something to say? No.
She's ready for the next
She's ready for the next one. But okay, this is for everybody, even your brother Justin, if you have an answer for this. But this is for everyone. What lesson or advice do you have for people who have been rejected or fear that they might have been rejected? Or they're overthinking about it. Like, oh, I'm getting rejected. She's not replying. It's been months. She's leaving me in read. She's just reading. I'm delivered right now. What's the advice?
I guess it's not the end of the world.
True.
Yeah.
So,
Straight up.
like, it's been said many, many times by many wise people. Just because one door closes doesn't mean that another won't open for you. If you focus on that door, you won't see the other doors, windows, houses, buildings, mansions that are opening up for you. So don't stay focused on the door and just be brave. It hurts. I understand. I'm an overthinker. Trust me. But just, it's not the end of the world. There are better things out there for you. And just know that when you finally be brave and take that first step, the whole world is yours to have. So yeah.
Yeah. I believe in everything happens for a reason. So if it's meant for you, it'll happen. You know, if it's not what you planned on initially, it's just like we said earlier, just accepting it, moving forward, being brave and taking the next step. And it's just self-improvement and reflection. Yeah.
So I'm going to add a real quick comment to that. So I would say, like, even professionally
Take your
with
time.
rejection, I would say seek out a mentor, right? Somebody that's
Yeah.
trusted,
Mm.
somebody that can also give you objective feedback, because part of that rejection, like we've all talked about, is going through it and breaking that down into little steps, right? making sense of it. Not all rejection has to be negative or positive. It has to
That's
also
true.
come from a constructive place.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if you have a trusted mentor or a solid friend that you can bounce those ideas off of, you can take that first step, second step. It'll always feel like a wall or like a mountain, but if you take it little by little, you'll come to that other side.
It's a lot of no's before the big yes,
Yeah.
basically. And
Yeah. And I think another thing is that it does take time. Accepting that feeling sometimes for others, maybe it takes like only a day or two or a few hours, but for some, maybe it'll take like, I don't know, several days or something. But I guess accepting that it takes time and there's no need to rush for you to do anything just because you've been hit with that rejection. It's an important process to like accept that and take it in as a whole and understand that it is a part of what allows you to move on, basically.
that's a lot of
I would say the fear, because I think the second part of that question was, what do you do? Because once you've rejected once, it's hard to put yourself back up there.
that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
I'd
That's
say
very
the
true.
fear means you care,
Mhm.
right? The fear means it was important enough for you to put effort in, and you don't want to put that effort to waste. So you're just building, again, building, and now you'll know how to pivot because you'll take that feedback, you'll go through your feelings, and then again, right, that way you know which way you're going to have to go and pivot. You know, I think we talked about it with a brother on the call earlier that said it's just feedback, right? It's information so that you can make an informed decision of what to do next.
Mhm.
And going off that, like you already learned. So now you know what not to do and what to do
Right.
because of that
Yeah.
rejection. Sometimes we just need to get rejected, basically.
Yeah.
So it is a good thing to be rejected sometimes, not all the time. Because if it's all the time, girl, that's a different conversation.
Constructive feedback.
Yes.
Yes. Seek
I'm
out
being honest
constructive
right now.
feedback.
Yes. As those solid friends, or like even your parents, or somebody important in your life that you can actually trust. Ask them what's wrong.
Mhm. That could be a funny story or something you can tell to others as well.
That's true.
Afterwards, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have a lot of rejections. You have a lot of content for your friends.
And others can learn from it too. So
That's
yeah.
that's very true because we do have a lot of like teenagers who are going through it, and
Yeah.
I think we've seen a lot of that. Like they'll be like, "Ate, kuya, tita, tito." They'll be like, "What do I do? This guy, this person, this friend, they do that," and then now you have an answer because you've been there. They don't have to go through that, but if they want to go through that, that's on you. We warned you. Yeah, yeah. But yes, learning and then taking note of it, like taking it to heart, like what you guys been saying, like take it to heart and actually process it. I feel like that's the best thing. So, Brother Justin, do we have any more comments coming in? Are you busy scrolling through it right now? How is he's scrolling through it? He's enjoying the comment section down below.
I am. I really am enjoying it. Like I'm seeing so many of our viewers and listeners just excited, just watching and listening to what everyone is saying about what it's like to accept rejection and use that as a learning process, as a time to grow. And then, for example, like we have Jennifer Wyatt here, and she says, for me, rejection is normal. A positive reaction is what matters. And of course, and looks like we have Raquel Abar who says, shout out to Sugarland and the Lake Jackson Group Worship Service from the Dominican Republic, from the District of Caribbean. Wow, shout out to the Dominican
Hello,
Republic.
hello, hello.
And we also have Julian Benares who says hello to Brother Matt and Sister Beth, and she's tuning in from Sugarland as well. I'm seeing a lot of users from Sugarland. So if you're from Sugarland, please keep
Yeah,
making
let's
users in our live YouTube chat. And we also have Brother Glenn Nobello who says, greetings to Brother Noel Creator Devo and family from Glenn Nobello of Quebec and Atlantic, Canada. And we also have Mario Oka, who's a good day here in the Philippines. Enjoy watching here on INCRadio Texas Satellite Studio. Greetings from local Brixtonville, district of Caloocan North. And we also have one of our ministerial workers, Brother Ron De Mesa, and he says getting rejected is part of God's plan for us. It's not meant for us; it's God's protection for us. And we also have one of our ministers, Brother David Dominique from San Antonio, Texas, who's sending his greetings from San Antonio, Texas. And lastly, we have a visual articulation username, and he says, if you get rejected and don't know where to go from there, just pray God will show you the way. Wow.
That's a lot. See, again, rejection is not always a bad
It's
thing.
universal.
Yeah.
It's universal. If you haven't been rejected, salute to you. Like,
A time will come.
Time-
And then you can tune in
Eventually.
again.
yes, you can watch this show again, take down more notes. But again, for tonight, we have reached the final minute of the show. Justin, are you ready for the question of the night? I'm gonna ask. Do you have an answer for our question of the night?
Well, it's much like what everyone else has been saying, you know. Like for question of the night, what has getting rejected in life ever taught you? It's a learning process, right? Whether you didn't get into the school that you've been meaning to get into, or you didn't get accepted by that job you've been preparing for, studying for, um, applying for, practicing for. That because even though that you have all this on your mind, and all of a sudden you just realize it doesn't work out, don't use that as a that's not something you should be discouraged from. You know, in fact, you should use that as a way to just keep moving forward and then just finding other opportunities. And then eventually you will know where you're supposed to be. So, in a way, whenever you get a rejection, that's actually God's best redirection.
Do you have before we close off the show? Sadly, do you guys have any shout outs and greetings? You're okay. Let's go.
Okay. Let me bring my list. Hold on. No, I'm just kidding.
Run the music.
I mean, just shout out my husband Ricky, my kids Jaden, Isla, mom and dad in Lake Jackson. I don't know, maybe my grandma in the Philippines. Hi, grandma, and thank you.
Oh, okay. Hey, to my home locale in Edinburgh. I know you all are watching, so hello, Edinburgh. And of course, shout out to, I think I have my brother in the room, and then my husband and my 2 kids watching. So yeah.
Shout out to Edinburgh. We miss you. Yeah, fellow Edinburghers up in the house. I think it was the show from last week that they did,
I
or
think so.
maybe 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
But yeah, Edinburgh represent. But also shout out to Sugarland and Lake Jackson.
The sweetest place.
Yes, absolutely. The sweetest. We'll feed you. Please come visit us here. Also, shout out to my mom, my 2 sisters, Kayleen and Keisha, and my brother-in-law Jesus, and my 2 nephews, Gavin and Gabe. Auntie loves you guys so much. All right.
Coco.
Shout out to as well, like Sugarland, Texas, yeah, and to my family, who's here and here, my mom, my dad, my brother,
Hello.
and to my friends from all around the world who are watching.
All right. Justin, are you ready to take us home?
Yes, and I can't believe we're already at that hour of the at that point of our program. So thank you so much to our lovely hosts and participants, and especially you to all of our viewers and listeners who have been with us here on INCRadio Texas Satellite Studio. And before we wrap up, of course, we can never forget to thank our district multimedia advisor, Brother Mark Angelo de los Reyes, our district CFO overseer, Brother Matt Carl Talent, our assistant district minister, Brother Jody Sampson, our district supervising minister, Brother Noel Caritativo, our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Endaya, our station manager, Brother Brother Wally Tarai, our deputy executive minister, Brother Angelo Oranio V. Manalo, and of course, we can never forget to thank our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you so much for all your support in these programs, Paul. And again, to our viewers and listeners, if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe to our INCRadio YouTube channel. That's INCRadio DZEN 954. And if you don't know how to do that, all you have to do is just click that subscribe button on our INCRadio DZEM 954 YouTube channel. And also click the notification bell button. That way you can receive all the updates on all the activities as to what is happening here on our INCRadio YouTube channel. And we thank you to our viewers and listeners so much for tuning in. Please be sure to tune into INCRadio Texas, which is every Friday at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time, or every Friday at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And coming right after this, we have INC Radio Caribbean. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
When the needles.